temptation and feel every vibration. Imagine the sensation when hear my body call. Give into temptation and feel every
Hello, everybody. I am Jets, and I'm here with.
Hello. Attacks.
It's my
Look.
guy. So today we got limited team names. I always forget. Extended warranty and pancakes. I don't watch much, but I do know pancakes. I've scrimmed them a couple times, so they should be pretty decent. I'm very interested in how they've developed over those scrims, and I want to see the progress.
And then secondly, we're gonna be playing with X War. So it's gonna be X War versus Pancakes today. It's gonna be me and Jets on the casting, looking over at the current rankings right now. X War is gonna be sitting at the third to bottom seed, but Gundam 7 Stars did DNF, so it's gonna be 0-7 for them. Thank you for the participating. But since they are out of the league, we did move them towards the bottom. It's giving Expired Pancakes the 1-7, and X War on the 3-4. So, you know, both bottom seeds fighting for this game and series today. It's gonna look really well because both these teams are still striving for greatness, trying to play in playoffs. Now, shortly, we're gonna be getting our map bans and our unit bans, and kind of teasing it forward. Expired Pancakes did have a pickup, which is Plague Reaper. So that's very exciting. People know Plague from, you know, Nocturnal Dragons. If you played with us on Goo Gang, watched Goo Gang, and then he played shortly with Satoris. So now he is back on Pancakes. Hopefully he can help them kind of get some dubs and really even out the playing field. And, you know, we're excited for this next matchup.
Good to hear. Now I don't know much about everyone here, so you have to bear with me. I don't know like the lore, backstory, on anyone. I'm sort of new. This is my second time casting, and I, like I said, I just don't know anyone at all.
Okay. We'll leave Jets as analytics, and I'm just glad he's here to cast with me. But yeah, I mean, what maps are you excited to see? What do you think the team comps are going to be? Are they going to ban anyone specific? Who do you hate playing against, and so on and so forth, Jets? Okay. Transitioning to our map bans first.
I don't know what maps they are good on, though. That is one thing. I don't know what maps they're bad at, but I would have to say it would probably be domination. That's where like maybe like mechanical skill shows the most.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. So let's see. Looks like they do have some bans out. Nothing in the specifics yet. They're still choosing first map pick while we wait for that. Yeah, so no quarry, no thermal, no conveyance. They do not want to play the new map. No harbor, so no sniping, no flak and colony. There's like maps like Canyon Base and Missile Base open, which is surprisingly, and like Ministry and Lunar. That's gonna be fun if, you know, they go to any of those, because we don't see that action too much. Yeah. So Jets, what maps do you think we're gonna be headed towards now seeing these map bans?
First map will probably be Mountain. I would have to say it's just like a go-to pick for really anyone that plays, and I know a lot of melee players are in the CIL. That is one thing.
Yeah, Mountain is their stomping grounds for a lot of melee units. Hopefully we could see kind of... Oh, they banned Mountain R&D. Wow. Okay. That is out. Wow. You got canceled so fast. Interesting. So we still have yeah, Ironworks and Lunar Calm, right? Or domination maps. So. Do you like Ironworks?
Yeah, I find it pretty fun. The one point I don't like is probably C though. It's just so open. It's really beneficial to a lot of long range units.
See, I like C. I don't like A. I hate A for some reason. The up and downs, bro.
That's why I really like A. I really like A just for that reason, the outplaying with just the up and down, all the health packs everywhere. You could really just like live for as long as you want, really just there.
Gotcha. So the Ministry is going to be the next ban following R&D. So, you know, very interesting picks we have left. Oh, and Ironworks gets chosen by extended warranty. So we are going to a domination map, game 1, and it is the new map of season 6. Season 7 is coming up shortly, so hopefully we can see everyone still play the game, still see people viewing the league, and also all the players staying in the league. So very excited for what's to come before end of service in about a month and maybe a week. So yeah, let's get some hype in the chat. I see some of familiar faces, and some people are joining here for just Jets. So, what do you have to say about your fans?
I
So let's see. I mean, yeah, you must know some people on X4, like Zombie. Maybe you've seen Yariella, ODJ, which is Jim Carrey now, GM main. We got L Price and Iron Spider and Kyo and Keku. So some good X4 people that we see in the casuals all the time.
No, yeah, I see them a lot in casuals. I'd never talk to them. That is just one thing. I've never talked to them in like a chat or something.
Yeah, I mean, this community is amazing. So yeah, good luck to both teams. Let's see, we're waiting on the second. Oh, okay, we are going to UCC for Expired Pancakes. UCC is the bomb map, right? So, a lot of defense mechanics, maybe a Hyperion or a Saw Shield is definitely implemented. But what's cool about UCC is you can get away with sniping. Jets, what bands are you expecting? What units are you planning to see?
Oh, wait, so it looks like the first map is Ironwork, so maybe one melee ban at least. At least one.
Mhm.
I'm predicting.
So yeah, Lunar Com ends up being the decider. So we're going to 2 domination maps, 1 bomb plant map, and Lunar Com is our tiebreaker. Now for Ironworks, so I want you to finish what you said melee bands?
Well, I think just at least one, but it's most likely gonna be either Barb or Zaku melee. He's one of them.
I don't know, I'm surprised you're not saying sus.
Haven't really seen these players play sus much though. I don't really expect that, man.
Hopefully we see some sus plays then, because we've seen, the whole league kind of go crazy with sus, but Barb is the main threat to all these players here, so. Okay, let's see, waiting on unit bans. Maybe we'll see a Z2R ban, or maybe a flyer ban, because C Point's pretty strong for a flyer. Okay, let's see. Those in the chat staying at home, I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for joining. I believe it's going to be our only match for today. Production, do we have any matches coming up shortly? Do we have any matches planned for tomorrow, maybe the weekend? Still waiting. No worries.
Spit it out. Spit it out.
Oh. So I think Burnsider's in for fun. It might be on Saturday, 9 p.m. EST. It's still like not set in stone, but we might have a game at Saturday. So keep a lookout for that. Weekend plans, which is nice. I'm trying to find all the other matches, but for now, because the teams do have to do some planning with the scheduling, the only one I do have confirmed right now, or around confirmed, is to watch on Saturday. Okay, guys. I think all players are about to ready up.
So what units do you think they will ban?
I don't know. It could go anyway. I mean, for like UCC, I could definitely see them banning like a Z2M or even a hype. But so back to the current standings over here. So yeah, just to kind of reform. So Rizzers this day at first holding the title. Skill Issue and Burnsiders are actually tied for second place. Oh, and Globus. So, I mean, all those teams right there are going to be fighting for that second seed and maybe even taking over Rizzers. They all look really well. Forefront Gaming is definitely catching up over here. And then we have the match here, X-War and Expired Pancakes, trying to battle out of that seed and hopefully touch the playoffs because there's still enough games and a lot like time to really have these players get together and definitely like fumble or catch up in the seeding. So, playoffs should be towards the end of the month, and then finals is going to be around November, right before the EOS. So definitely excited to see what all these players are committed to doing, and just hopefully seeing more scrims, seeing more comms, seeing more practices and games.
Nice to see though. These last few games are going to be played. You said around EOS. You said.
Yes,
Around that
EOS. It's
It's
very
a little sad.
depressing, but you know what? We're making the most of it. We're making memories, and hopefully, a year from now we could go back and be like, "Hey, we casted the Crosshair League. Look at all these players," and then we'll laugh. Yeah. So, the bans are in, Jets. Look at this.
Saku Melee.
Zaku Melee and a Pale. Wow. Not out of the ordinary. They definitely banned Zaku Melee to get Death God off of his suit because on Pancakes, Death God is a really mean, nasty Z2M. But what's your take on the Pale pick?
It's a little weird because Pale is a very good unit on both sides, and I can see that both teams do have really good Pale players. So I'm just kind of curious about why that ban was chosen though.
Yeah, it's definitely like, if you have a Pale one trick, what are they gonna play? Ashimar, Gundam,
That is true.
because that heal pod is what makes or break it. And even the Hades, right? You'd rather have a Hades than a Gundam Napalm. So
Yeah, for sure. It's just way more damage, and
Yeah.
Napalm just gets destroyed instantly.
it did get buffed recently. So I've been seeing in my casual games my Gundam will go off a lot more, which is nice. But we should be we should be going into the game shortly. I believe both teams are ready up. Kick back, relax, drink some water, get some snacks, and we should be casting very shortly.
The game is about to start. I'm kind of curious though how Pancakes will play this because I know a lot of their momentum I feel is comes from their Z2M player.
Yeah. But as of recent, like when Pancakes do play, Death God does get, counterpicked a lot, which shows that he's a great presence on the battlefield. But now we get to see Death God kind of flex his suits. I know that they probably are expecting them to counter Death God a lot, so we're gonna see him, get more comfortable on maybe a Z2R or an Ashimar. So looking at the team comps, right? Let's see, anything look out of the ordinary, Jets?
That's it. Well, some people are still choosing, so we'll give it a second.
I was gonna say Mahiru, Keku, okay.
It is pretty good on this map, actually. I would say
Mhm.
a lot of these angles and a lot of these tunnels are like places where you can get funneled by mines or the Mahiro
Okay.
bombs. Can really actually take away a lot of health.
Yeah, the Mahiru is deadly, but it's not as deadly as his hook cam from Lichgrave. Shout out to Lichgrave for the camera work. Everyone loves the hook cam. The hookers are camming. So, now we get into this game in 3, 2, 1. Looking like it's going to be a A-point push first off. Looks like both teams are W keying into this site. I believe, let's see, Pancakes is kind of going in as a group, and then we have X-War splitting up, trying to get all the angles covered.
Saz is hooked though. Will they be able to finish it? No, he's gonna get out. Oh, but they get 2 picks off of it, and I don't know if people were there to actually help him. And GM is alone on a point right now, and he's about to get swarmed.
Pancakes looking great,
no
but they are getting traded, so it's gonna be a 3v5. Currently on the point, Pancakes does get the initial first off of A-point starting this game.
That's very good. The whole team rallied behind that Saz getting hooked and just actually saved him, and it got him 2 kills off of it, which is very nice to see.
Looking at Bueno, right?
Gunting getting kicked. Yeah.
You would never guess he's a Saz main, or you never guess he's an Exia main, but he is just flexing for his team to have that really great shield support.
The Expo coaching, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it looks like Pancakes is getting kind of, staggered out over here. X-War coming in very nicely, retaking the point. But there you go. Point flip.
Zombie is getting a lot of hooks though, and it's actually very helping your team a lot.
If you notice, there's 2 zombies, which is actually very funny.
Oh, I think the Marisai is Yariella. If I'm correct. Zombie, okay.
Yeah. Marisai zombie is Yariella. Yeah, that's Yari.
Oh, okay, Marisai is Yari.
So looking at C point over here, looks like Pancakes is going to have the initial hold. Hopefully they can hold it for about 13 more seconds before the point does open up over here. We see some GM mines go up and Zombie in the air trying to get that, there's that tick damage and throwing mollies. Buen does go down, so they don't have their shield, but Code 9 does get a trade. Renoka does go down, so it looks like a 4v5 on the point currently. 4v4. This looks good.
They all
went
off of the real zombies Molly. They all played off of that and pushed in together, which is very nice. It was a good play by them.
Like, does go down to the fire. The floor is lava over here. It's actually very deadly. Looks like X-War is going to get the first portion of the C point, second point of the match.
This point is a little hard to retake, so it'd be nice to see how they will attempt it. Looks like Varian is just in their backline. He has 2 on him though, but he's gonna go down. Ash punched by Zombie. Got the Susan.
Yeah, but Renoka does get a trade with the gun tank ult, and Plague is killing him 1 by 1. They do get the reds. Plague with the triple kill, getting the last 5 seconds of C point, rotating to A now. Looks like X-War is gonna be there first, but Pancakes is following up shortly. X-War does have the lead at 44%, but 8% is nothing in domination, so we'll see how this turns out towards the end.
Gonna get picked off immediately, but Code is gonna get 2 kills right off the bat. They can get a 5v4 for his team. Plague gets another down.
Jets, I'm telling you, man, these sus players. Susanoo, the Susan players, man, they're nasty.
Don't see him much, but it is good when it comes out. Actually, I ain't gonna lie.
Looks like Zombie does get a pick on Death God, wins the Ash 1v1, but Plague Reaper catches up and kills him, gets that trade. You see Keku trying to slams Buen on the Saz, but dies instantly because, wow, Vespio on the Z2R, which is usually he's a Pale main, so to see him cook on a Z2R is very nice. But Jim Carrey does get a pick, ends up killing himself, but hopefully that's enough space to make his team enter. But he does get rezzed.
Death God has a missed punch though. That is gonna cost them, I would say. XR was trickling in for a bit. Oh, but no one's grabbing the point. Wait, C9. Okay.
C9, 5 seconds. Looks like Zombie Buen kills Buen. And they are rotating to B point, which is the first time we see this game. B point's a little tricky, right? This is just straight up, skill issue.
Yeah.
And diffing, so. Hopefully we could see some good action here. Maybe we could see some G maneuvers. I know both sides do have a decent amount of them. But, oh, speaking of G maneuvers, Zombie with the punch, but does not confirm. Or gets traded out. Keku sneaking over here as the Barb. See if he can catch Buen over here on the saws. Looks like they're dancing around, but Play comes in and saves his IGL. See some more action. We get some ults popped. Vespio is kind of lurking in the background. Hopefully get some flank picks like a rat. G maneuver does go out. A lot of people are dying.
Our G maneuver just went out. Oh, but it's not gonna get confirmed though.
It did switch the tides though. Pancakes is definitely holding the point here now.
The Hyperion ult. They're gonna get 2. They're gonna get 3.
They're not gonna break the Gundam ult. Oh, yep, it went off. Plague does get a kill on Supernova on the hype. The Marsai Zombie
last
with
point,
the
so they are gonna pop for these.
If you look at Pancakes, right? Nobody has ults, while X-War does have 2 G maneuvers left, which, you know, I feel like that's the reason why they're gonna win this point. But this is very close, you know. It's neck and neck. Someone that needs to touch. Someone needs to touch. Oh, but on the Exia swap. Okay, he's pulling out a Blue Jay. Swapping last second.
Zombie is gonna get res though, and then player group is gonna go down.
It looks like that's going to be first game, but you know what? That was amazing. A lot of back and forth C9 action. You know, them holding the point, but it's never one-sided. You never know what's going to happen.
That's true. That's true. I would like to say that a lot of ults from Pancake side were kind of wasted. I would say that.
Yeah, definitely.
They were not used correctly.
Yeah, definitely. X-War had the stash pilage of, you know, G maneuvers at the perfect timing, because you never know when the G maneuver needs to be used. So it's really, I feel like it's like 80% you know when to pop it, but there's like a 20% small piece of luck, you know, like you popped it at such a good moment where, you know, for some reason there's 3 people in the same alleyway that you popped it. Because I know Supernova did pop that Hyperion ult, and it did end up getting Buen, which is their shield, so that definitely made a lot of space for them. And then everyone just started popping off. So, you know, great job to X-War with especially their G maneuver utilization. But Pancakes, you know, looking great for, you know, what they've been grinding. They've been definitely doing their best and hanging on to the league because we know they have potential. So I do want to see them definitely pull this off over here. And we're going to start our second round, and it's going to be C points.
This point here is really just who could get to the little room, the little room first. I'd say.
Yeah, definitely.
Having control of that is very good. You could just get free shots on the enemy team as soon as they come up the ramp. Just
looks
like
Reaper,
Slave Reaper is about to do here, but he's gonna get. No, he gets a kill.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, they do get the picks early, but Runoka with the clutch res, Keku does resurrect Zombie, so right now it looks like a 4v5 currently on the point. 4v4. So it's still anyone's game. Hopefully we can see whoever comes up on top here.
He is getting a lot of kills, but it just wasn't looking like his team was able to back him up there. So he is gonna go down. Zaku is gonna get hooked into the lava, and he gets away though with the smoke.
Yeah, Zombie Yariella is, you know, hitting those hooks, man. Definitely making it worthwhile to play the unit of Marsai.
I think he's definitely getting full value out of that. He's already 50% of the way to his ult.
Yeah, look at looks like X-War is holding the point right now. They have 25% with 17 seconds left on the point. Looks like Pancakes does have no, you know, chance to grab it as they kind of rotate out to B point early on.
It's by herself right now, finding a Zeta, and she's gonna get picked off though.
Yeah, let's see. Looking to B. Most of the team is here. It's going to be a 5v6 entering the B point over here. Keku looking for some smashes on Buen. Does not necessarily catch him, gets pushed out, but lives. So, you know, at least he did not get staggered from his team. Of course,
Pancakes are up right now, though, so there is good.
Yeah, looks like Pancakes is going to touch the point first, but not until, you know, El Price and Yariella with the ultimate getting 1, maybe 2. Okay, not necessarily, but following up Death God with the ult to save him, hopefully.
There's gonna be no finish, so they were gonna get the res and get out of there.
Yeah, it looks like X-War is holding the first beginning of this point over here. Core Fighter does go in.
Coming in. Nice.
Catches Supernova, but they do get the res. Yes, they do get the res off. So they're just holding in this front door. Keku is really on Blen. See, the one thing about having a Barb, right, is like just the presence and how he's always going for their frontliner, which is Sasabi. It's like, you know, insane.
What he's doing right now is just constantly making noise, letting them know that he's there, and he's gonna get them when they come through if they're not careful.
Yeah, and you know, Pancakes with the early rotation, knowing that B is falling and they won't be able to get it. Looks like Keku with the Barbados ultimate. Does he catch anyone? Gets Code 9 low, but does not necessarily kill anyone. Zombie is following up though, and the team is here to support the Barbados. L Price with the G maneuver.
It gets 3 people.
Yeah, they are cooking right now. X-War definitely looks more warmed up than the prior round, and they are cooking.
Control over this zone right now, so it'll be interesting to see how they try to retake this.
Oh yeah, definitely. But it's still anyone's game. You know, we've played this game enough to realize that domination is especially one of those maps where, you know, things can flip. It's like Code 9 getting that first pick early on. Looks like Plague also getting it, but Zombie is still here cooking. Jim Carrey with the G maneuver does not get anyone and goes down.
Sit that. Took it back really well, actually, there. It's just the ults from XR weren't great enough to stop him.
And I believe after this A point, B should be the last point. We do have a lot of G maneuvers coming up from Pancake's side. Zombie Ariella does have his G maneuver up, so hopefully he can turn the tides with that. We've seen some amazing ultimates from Mara side players, so looks like X-War is going to be at B point early, knowing that, you know, they want to take that early advantage. But Renoka in with the early gun tank ult, trying to find a pick. Pancakes now trickling in. Barbados trying to slam and get someone early. Jim Carrey does get Code 9. 5v6 on the point of B. It has not opened yet. 10 more seconds. Hopefully they can catch up. Plague is cooking. There is that Marsai ult, but he gets counter punched by Zombie. Or by Death God. Okay, now they're down. Looks like a 3v4 on the points. Code 9 with the Trans Am cooking for his team.
Control at this point, but they do have only 2 ults to try to hold it, and they need 50% to get all the way back.
It's definitely tough, but you know, I believe in miracles, so. Looks like they're going to try and funnel in through the window, but Renoka is definitely C9 also coming out with the L Price ultimate. Looks like a lot's going out. Yeah. Wow. And that's game. Very, very intense game of Ironworks Jets. How do you feel so far about both teams?
It was really good. I think I played that really well with the ults, I feel. Pancakes, I feel they had a lot of better teamwork, I would say, throughout the whole game. But it's just the ults were not there.
Yeah, both zombies getting MVPs, right? I mean, Yariella's ultimates and G maneuvers on Marsai were kind of key, right? I noticed, like, for the most part, they were getting like 3 units max. You know, definitely wasn't solo ulting a lot of people, so I feel like that definitely turned the tide and was very important as like the last seconds, you know, of the point were happening.
Especially because it looked like he was targeting the Sazabi a lot, which is pretty smart because he got him a lot when his shield was down. So it was just kind of like a free hook or a free ult, and then a kill.
Yeah, that quick thinking, right? Well, now that Ironworks is done, we are going to UCC Underground Command Center, and I believe Expired Pancakes is going to be defending first. So now that we are at UCC Jets, what bans are you expecting?
Probably say the Pale again.
Yeah, Pal ban.
I say the Pale again because they felt pretty comfortable with that ban XWAR
Mm-hmm.
because it's Yari, right? Who's their main Pale player?
XWAR was banned the Z2M.
Oh, they banned it Z2M. Okay.
Yeah, Pancakes did ban the Pale Rider. Okay, let's see.
I'm
We're just
sure what
waiting
they
on that.
would ban here.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we're waiting on their bans or any subs going out, but I would be surprised to see maybe a hype ban because Hyperion is super strong on, bomb maps with the shield, and we saw Supernova, being the Hyperion main, really, really kind of coming up on top in Ironworks with his ultimates. And so, if you have Supernova on your team, I really trust him with my life to plant the bomb, or even defuse the bomb, right?
Yeah, Hyperion. When it
So,
comes to it's like these, it's really good.
but I personally feel like nobody thinks about banning hype. Like they always think, oh, ban Pale or Barbados, maybe Z2R, but
It's
they have
also not a
a
good ban.
yeah, they do have a Hyperion, main. I wouldn't say one trick because a lot of people could play a lot of other suits, but Supernova is really cracked on the Hyperion, so that's what I expect or want at least to see.
Waiting on subs right now.
Yeah, so we're just waiting on if any teams are swapping anyone out, but I believe for now looks like everyone's staying. It's nice to see because Plague and Jim Carrey, or ODJ as people know in the community, they used to be teammates on Goo Gang, so definitely a lot of friendly banters going on in the chat within those two, which is nice. A lot of ex Goo Gang players are in the league, so it's nice to see them kind of make their way in and kind of show and support that they still love this game.
Yeah, that is nice to see for a game that's gonna get shut down, and then people who haven't played in a while to come back to it. That is good.
Not that I know, production. Okay. Still waiting on them. Let's see. So X-War does lead in 1-0 for this series, but I know that the crowd is still hyped for what's to come and is hoping to see Pancakes really, really shine and perform because they've been looking really well as of lately.
We have
Yeah.
played this map a couple of times in scrims against them, right? X.
Yeah, so they definitely, both teams know what they're going to be doing with BCC, whether it's like going for, B plan or A plan. There's a lot of strategy going on. I know on the second point, the lower plant is preferred, but, anything can happen.
I am really curious as to see how a destruction map would go because we always see domination maps a lot in the CIL, so it's just kind of good to see something different.
Yeah.
And see
And-
how these players can work around it.
And, not seeing Harbor a lot, I feel like UCC is another map that hopefully we can see a sniper in the beginning. I want to see some one taps and some great headshots coming from both teams. Hopefully we do see a sniper, but if not, it'll be all right.
This is probably one of the only other maps besides Harbor where you would see a sniper because you don't see snipers a lot in CIL because usually the maps for them are just banned immediately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let Dynamis and GM sniper out of jail, please. Seeing some familiar faces in the chat. Okay, so now we have the unit bans. Sorry, I do apologize. We have a GM sniper ban, which is surprising from X-War. Now we're waiting on Pancakes for their unit ban. I mean, yeah, Pancakes on the further unit ban. Hopefully, maybe they ban the Pale, but who knows? You know, that Keku on the Barbados was definitely giving him a bang for their buck. So we'll see. Jets, I guess we spoke too soon about snipers.
Mm-hmm. Well, Dynamis is still there, so who knows?
Yeah. Like, Dynamis is nice because you do have the pistols for running, right? But just the crisp sound of hearing a GM sniper headshot is just so satisfying.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Looks like Pale is going to be banned one more time via Pancake, so they do not want Pale in their matches. And Pale is a menace, as you all know that Hades is really strong, along with the heal pods. So definitely going to be interesting to see what units they do pick out now that Pale is gone again.
So Pancakes will be defending first. I am kind of curious to see what their team comp would be. See if maybe there's a couple of ranged units for this first point.
And if you notice, right, like Death God is free from his shackles.
This is a destruction
Yeah.
mission.
So I know Z2M is not ideal on maybe the first waypoint, but man, if we see him on the bombs, I want to see him cook because everyone's been banning his Z2M. So good luck to both teams. Super excited.
I think Z2M can definitely be played well on the waypoint. It's just you can't pick the long angles, or else
Yeah.
most of your health is just gonna go away. You can't fight back.
Okay, going in initially. I don't trust these picks yet because you know a lot of people like to choose a funky suit that's probably not ideal and then swap over.
Mm-hmm.
We do have Supernova on the Hyperion, like I did talk about. Let's see, Buen is back on the Saws. Code 9 is back on the Sus. And we don't see any snipers. We do see, yeah. No snipers and the only melee is going to be Susanoo.
Both teams do have double fly units. One of them has 3, actually. So there's going to be a lot of air fights, and I wonder how that will go. Because they could honestly decide a lot of fights, depending on how the Yuto is used.
Yeah, and then over here we have the Sonar Cam and the Rock Mountain Formation Cam from Lichgrave over here. Shout out to production that make all the magic in the background for y'all. It looks like we have 15 seconds on the startup. Looks like a Pancake is going for the waypoint stall hold instead of pushing up forward. Let's see if they can hold it all together. And Zombie changes to the Dynamis last second. We do get a sniper on the field. So let's see. Looks like they're going for an all-front assault. Flyers are in the sky right now, trying to get those early damage in.
Yeah, Pancakes is playing the waypoint. They aren't playing up.
And the Zombie does get the first pick on Vespio. So it looks like they're sneaking in shortly, knowing that they're down a pan. And Keku in with the slam. Right. See, Zombie with the napalm kind of finishing up what Keku did. Keku couldn't finish, but Zombie, like a teammate having just the coordination is very nice. Yeah.
The great Ashamar mollies. You can really just decide everything.
It looks like Plague is holding it down, but he does get slammed by Keku. Looks like they're not trickling in just yet. Pancakes is holding on. Hopefully they get a bomb plant, but definitely nice to see both teams on kind of separating the sides of this.
They are just playing for the height right now, so that's pretty good. You see the Hyperion play out the shield and he's going for a plant, but Variant's going to try to stop him. He doesn't get the kill, but they get it
last second. Variant still lives. Oh, Variant dies. Okay. It's like Zombie busting out the G maneuver, getting it super early because Dynamis gets that really fast. Oh yeah, Yari. Double zombies.
3 minutes remaining.
Let's see what Pancakes can do, if they're going to go up top or if they're going to go lower. Looks like they're going to be going for the top route shortly over here. Trying to break through, maybe make some space. Looks like Plague almost has G maneuver, but the real zombie has his Ash Punch, so hopefully we're going to see that pop up anytime now.
They are kind of grouping up on these stairs right now, so that a punch would be good here. It looks like it's not going to go out just yet. He's going to die.
Looks like Renoka gets some picks. Keku is still holding it, pops to the Barbados ult, gets 3. 2, but then 3. Oh, wow.
Oh,
And they're all, that's a total team kill. You know what? They almost had it, you know. Very, very, very close.
Barb. The Barb is really good at stopping those.
But would they rather trade a Barb Band than a Pail? I mean, the Barb's cooking, so. Zombie does get the waypoint early on, but the team is here. So it looks like going to be a war of attrition to see if they can hold the waypoint over here. Looks like a 5v5 on the waypoint right now. Jim Carrey does pop the G maneuver, hopefully trying to stall. And Pancakes does get pushed back, but Renoka gets 2 picks. They are, looks like they're going to get res though. A lot going on. Looks like the melees are fighting upstairs. Looks like a plant is going to be down on A, but Pancakes does steal the waypoints. So it looks like they're going to have to respawn farther away. Code9 does pop his Trans Am, hopefully getting a pick. Does get Zombie. Wow, Yariella sneaking. Right, sneaking on that Sniper Dynamite, right, Jets? Just holding it down.
900 health can just really instantly wipe you, especially if you already have damage, even just a little bit of damage taken off of you.
Yeah. And, you know, they were very quick to get the waypoint back, so that's very nice. Gwenzilla does go down. Vespio just try to get the ultimate off, but does not actually catch anyone, no matter... 13 seconds left on the bomb. Looks like they're going to be going, but that Barb is an issue. But Plague Reaper does get the mace. Looks like it's going to go off, hopefully.
Oh no,
2. The Zeta ult is clutch. Wow.
Wow. Zombie gets it.
Was that a napalm?
No, it was just shooting.
Just shooting?
There was no
way.
body blocking.
I mean, not necessarily no. I saw 5 bodies there, man. I don't... Wow.
That was a little scary though. He did go in and not do the punch first, which is scary.
I mean, they got it really close. Maybe the punch would have been a split second from like diffusing, so who knows? But Zombie does hold it down for X-War. Pancakes almost got the defuse, which is unfortunate because we did see, you know, 4 or 5 bodies on that bomb. So it looks like X-War is gonna have 2:56 on the clock for overtime. And hopefully we can see Pancakes have a great attack. Now, I do want to highlight, Plague Reaper has not played in a long time, right? But, you know, he's definitely, we see his maces, we see his gun mechanics, they're still there. I'm looking at the damage check. Looks like Yariella is holding the kill lead along with the damage lead. So definitely seeing Dynamis on this map is paying off.
That unit can just do a lot of damage with how fast it gets its ult.
And in the right hands, right?
Yeah.
That was insane. I'm still thinking about what happened on the bomb. But looks like Supernova is still getting all the repairs. You do see more repairs going on in X-War side, so you know Pancakes definitely needs to focus on finishing their kills off more, just because it bites them in the back when, you know, they get a kill but they do get rezzed. Looks like we see L Price on the turn A for defense now, which is an interesting switch up. And Vespio is actually on the heavy arms. So they're trying to get in those early picks early.
The Dynamis in turn A are getting a lot of damage in right now before they even get close to them.
Yeah, a lot of value. Looks like they're getting some trades out. Buen does go down. We're getting L Price.
Price is going to get picked, but they have the numbers up right now, so if they could just hold this...
Yeah, definitely.
They do get the res off.
they do have a shorter walk to the waypoint, right? As long as Plague gets out and doesn't get staggered, he should be fine. Keku is definitely committing right now and gets the staggered out. So looks like 3 of the X-War players are on the waypoint while most of Pancakes is back. Hopefully we can see them take the waypoint shortly.
It is a 3v6 right now, so they should back out.
I mean, almost 4.
Oh, no,
you know, they're
but
back. They're back. Yeah.
They're back.
Nah, Molly. Zombies, Mollies. Wow. But
the gun
Buen does
take
get
res
res.
go right in the middle.
Yes. Yariella with the Dynamese pistols holding it down, but Renoka going in, trying to slap them in the face, and ends up getting 2 picks for Pancakes. Really well done. Looks like 3 minutes on the clock now that they have waypoint. Looks like the team is ready. Keku is setting up with the Barbados, and Jim Carrey holding down this A fort. Looks like Pancakes is going to be swiftly going left side, up into the ramp towards B side. And Zombie goes down, so they do not have their napalm.
Yariella does pop the ult and gets a pick.
And then they realize, you know, we can't go through here with that Dynamese ult. He's just gonna pick us one by one. Plague Reaper getting a pick instantly, going in. Looks like it's a 4v4 on the bomb site of B.
This is gonna be returning, but he's not with the team right now. He's going through mid.
Yeah, he's gonna try to sneak plant maybe, but you know, Zombie and Jim Carrey with the mines just holding it down.
Yari is just pressuring them very hard on this left side. They're kind of scared just to peek right now. And now it looks like they're trying to go through mid instead.
Looks like both teams are back in formation, seeing a 6v6 hopefully soon. Code 9 does pop his ultimate, but does go down shortly. And then Zombie does get the early punch in. Hopefully he can get a pick. Keku is also following up, trying to get a trade. Looks like he gets 1. Death God. Renoka popping the gun tank ult. Hopefully he can get... Nope. Zombie... Yariella shields, man. Definitely working. Jets, I don't know about you, but this is kind of getting close. This is
The
kind of
timer
getting
is
scary.
very taking. I think Pancakes is kind of starting to feel it.
And look at Yariella does get another Dynamese ult within what, maybe a minute and a half.
They are aware of it, but they are still peeking it though. And Yari's gonna find one. He's a little overextending right now with the peek, but they do not know this. But he is gonna get out.
Plague is trying his best to get Yariella out of there, but Keku's gonna go in here. Plague does hear him. This is very scary. No one's turning around. Keku does get Vespio. Hopefully they maybe get the res. Jim Carrey does sneak up on them. And right over here, look at this. Look at the Price with the butterfly in the corner. He wants to pop it. He's waiting for the right time.
They do know he's there though, and they do know he has a butterfly.
They do know he has butterfly for sure, but they still committing for it. They still want to touch it. They got a punch out.
Punch going out?
Big. Oh, but the hypo. They kill him still. Oh, there's too much going on right now. Oh my goodness. 15 seconds on the clock right over here. They do catch the waypoint. They do not get to respawn. They do have the plant B. B is going to be a little trickier to hold, and they do not have the waypoint, so whoever's spawning in the backside does have the catch up.
Nail was out, but it's going to get taken down.
Looks like Zombie misses the punch on Plague, but Plague is low, so he does go down. Looks like a lot of people are down on the point, and that's going to be the game. Very, very hard fought, and you know, really well held.
It was very close, but I'd say it just came down to I'd say probably the ults again.
Yeah, Zombie just holding it, or Yariella holding it down with the Dynamese ultimate. Seeing both zombies both on top of the MVP list for both games. So, you know, congrats to them for really holding it down for their team. And, you know, well played for both teams, right? This is a very exciting match to see. We've seen both teams improve over time, and hopefully we can see them now play the other teams in the upper brackets.
Just the diversity that they have in these team comps is very unique compared to actually like other tournaments that we've seen before.
Yeah, Definitely, we see a lot more, you know, barbs, and we even see a gun tank, right, and a heavy arm. So
Yeah,
the diversity of the units is very nice to see, and
they work.
hopefully,
They work in these games. That is one thing.
so it looks like the bans kind of paid off, right, for X War. Pancakes kind of getting out the pail, but still needs to do a little bit more. I guess you are right on the G maneuver being kind of utilized more in sync and kind of keeping it together. So we're gonna see them scrim more and hopefully give you guys another performance sometime soon. I know that they are the underdog favorites. So great job to both teams. And looks like extended warranty is going to be going into this next week neutral at 4-4 wins and losses. So I believe they go up. Actually, they pass up For Fun until For Fun have their game. It's like For Fun, you did drop one tier lower. I hope you do well on your next performance for the Crosshair League to kind of catch back up and steal your spot once again.
They can reclaim their spot.
GG's to both teams. I believe Saturday might be the next match. Just check out the Twitter. And if you are in the league, you know, very excited to see you guys play. I know the audience is always here. Every time Crosshair goes live, you know, we have 50 plus viewers in the chat, and they all play Gun Evo. They all love this game. They all know what's going on. They know where the health pods are, what maps are being chosen. So, you know, thank you, audience, for joining here today. Especially with Jets right over here. He hasn't casted too much, but I'm very glad that a friend is over here still loving the game until end of service. So shout out to Lichen Productions, allowing all this movie magic to happen, the camera work, and so on and so forth. Jets, do you have any more closing calls or anything?
I'll play. That's what I gotta say.
Okay. We have Jets with Analytics working on their ult play. So I hope you guys have a great Thursday night. If you have work tomorrow, have a great shift. And hopefully we can see you guys on the weekend. So I was Hacks, and we have... And you guys all take care. Till next time.
You are ruthless. Yeah, you don't give a damn about what I do. You think you're the coolest. Who would ever wanna be like you? You left my heart in pain. Yeah, you don't have to admit it now. You want me to stay, but I can barely use it now. You left my heart in pain. You want me to stay, yeah, but I can barely use it now. You left my heart in pain. You live a high life, limousines through your fantasies. I never knew it, but you are my lifeline. You got me drowning in the sea.